Hi, my name's Bill, and I'm going to show you a technique that I've been using to introduce turns into my playing on improvisation. So let's basically start with a pentatonic scale. So let's say we're going to use the concert F pentatonic scale on tenor. That'd be a G. So it's going to be G, A, B, D, E. And I'm going to play that up and back down. So the pentatonic scales are very useful. You can use them all over the place. Any place that you'd have like a dominant scale, a dominant chord, or a major chord, the pentatonic scale works great. So I was wanting to introduce turns where instead of bum, 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 it's got an extra turn in there of some 16th notes. So I took it up and you introduced a turn like this. And now I've got a variation from when I would use a pentatonic scale, and now I can add a little more interest to it. Again. That second time was a little bit smoother. So when I'm learning something like this, what I like to do is go through, use the cycle of fourths to go through all my different keys. And what I'm going to do on this time is I'm going to play it 4 times through the straight pentatonic scale and then 4 times through using the turn. And I want to make them basically kind of end up, with the keeping the beat consistent. Here we go. Strike that. We're going to go 4 times straight pentatonic, then 4 times with a turn. Then I would go up a fourth to the C. Each time aiming to make it as smooth and consistent as possible. Now I'd go to the F. And when I do the turn, I'm going from the 6 up to the flat 7. So now that I'm on F, I'm going to be going F, G, A, C, D, E flat, D, C, A, G, F. Messed up. And so I'd go around the complete circle of fourths on that, moving a fourth each time. And then what I'd usually do is do it through a couple of times. Maybe on the second time I would practice the upper octave one. And so that way I get usage on the lower tones as well as the upper tones and getting into my high tones. So for example, let's take the example of the F. So we'd go. This is the kind of thing that you want to do this exercise and practice it like every day for a whole week. And every time you'll get better and you'll really internalize it. So now that we've got this pattern, what I'd like to do, a technique that I like to use for introducing it into an improv is to apply it to the blues. Blues is a great way to do it because it's easy to remember the changes to the blues. And so you're not hung up in necessarily remembering the chord changes. So let's go back to our, let's say we're going to do a concert F blues. So that'd be G blues on tenor. And I'm just doing a very basic blues pattern, chord changes. From the 1 to the 4 to the 1, then to the 4, then to the 1, then 5, 4, 1. And I think you'll hear it. I'll play it through once. And what I'm going to do now when I play it through here is I'm just going to use the pentatonic scales to outline the chord changes. Okay, so now what I like to do is I'm going to use my little pattern with the turn on the fifths. So we're essentially doing the same thing we did before, but now with the turn. So go through that in all 12 keys of the blues and practice those kind of patterns for a week, and you'll be amazed at how it will improve your vocabulary for your improvisation. Thanks. Bye.